All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. .31 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 31 yards. First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, it's Bell. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 42 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow. There's a line here at 57. Back and go full strength.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Attack!
Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 55 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Hill. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Yellow. There's a water, right?
57. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Exit.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
You know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's taken down. back at his own 7. Chandler Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down, Hill. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Yellow.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yellow.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 56 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Darnold on first down. Throw complete to Herndon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down, Jets.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Darnold complete to Crowder. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Darnold from the red zone now. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might want.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On first down, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I can't believe they even let you play. Switch. 64, weak. Watch the twist.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
This is Hill. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Mahomes firing complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. They'll
go again with Bell. And some room to work. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll give this to Bell running right. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch. Watch safety creeping. Safety's.
Hey, 15. Right side.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Yellow. Come on, 80.
Yo.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Yellow. Let's go, blue, 80.
Come on,
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, it's Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Jets 42, Ravens 35.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Check. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. 6-man.
Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
No. All right. 15.
shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Hill. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check three.
First down, and it's Hill again. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes, forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they try.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Now here's Hill, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Jets' 6-yard line.
Hey,
watch the slant. Check, check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Yellow.
They'll look to run with England. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. Flush to, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Red 80.
Back.
Again, it's Bell. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I'm going to run you over.
Bell. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Watch out.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the eye.
After the penalty, it's Bell. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dreams.